It's your boy ConcertViz34. Today I want to talk about the Dave Matthews Band Warehouse 2020 Fan Club Package. This was added to the Warehouse website for members like me that logged in yesterday about the changes for the 2021 package. It said this right on the site. The 2021 Warehouse track list is the Warehouse session in its entirety. A special performance by Dave and Carter from the Haunted Hollow studio, which was a recent video stream to Warehouse members only. The 2020 annual Warehouse 8x10 photo was taken by Sanjay Suchak at the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas on February 28, 2020, and is available now for download. Next paragraph said this. In line with Dave Matthews Band's mission to minimize environmental impacts, the Warehouse member package is 100% digital in 2021 and future years. The annual exclusive music and photo will be downloadable only in lieu of a gift item. Warehouse members will receive one DMB concert download per year. We will ship the 15-year commemorative Warehouse ticket album to members that joined in 2006 while supplies last. Lastly, we will continue to ship the 20-year Warehouse poster in 2021 to members that joined in 2001. So this is a change for the environment, and it is a change that I want to break down right now. So what will be shipped out, if you have 20 years in the Warehouse, celebrating that 20th anniversary of being in the Warehouse, they give you a poster. And then if you hit the 15-year mark, they give you a ticket album. And this has been going on for a little bit as the Warehouse has surpassed the 20-year mark some years back in 2018. They started having these special, mementos. That's not going to change. But what will change is the Warehouse, which it used to just be a CD, and then in recent years it's CD and digital. You only can get it digital only. And the CD itself was a cool collector's item for fans. They're saying, look, we're going to save the environment. We mail all these out to everyone, and we want to be considerate of the cost of fuel and how that impacts the plastic that may get left behind in the environment. So they're cutting that out, right? And the Warehouse item used to get a mementos. One of these was the Dave Matthews Band flag. And that was a very big hit, that DMB Fire Dancer flag, orange and gray, right? This one has been worn down. My past phone, this was the pop socket that you could put on the back of your phone, right? And many others, power bank, etc. So that physical item is not going to be mailed out again to look at the environmental impact of mailing these out to thousands of people. And then also, the Compilation Album was a special album that every year they would pick songs, really catered to hardcore fans that like deep cuts or like special versions of popular songs that have a little more than the average performance. This Compilation Album is not going to be out for 2021. In its place, the Warehouse session with Dave and Carter, having a special session with just the drums and acoustic guitar and Dave's voice. Which we already had in a video stream. So one of the issues I have with this is that the Compilation Album was one of the best things about being a Warehouse member. This was one of the few things that was truly catered to the hardcore fan who likes the deep cuts, who knows these sets front to back throughout a given concert year, who knows the history of some of the best performances of songs by listening to taper versions and watching videos on YouTube of people like Copper Pot who archive the history of this band. So the fact that this year we're not getting that is a bummer. And on top of that, the compilation last year was a disappointment because unlike previous years where they threw in some new and some old, this latest compilation was all new music, as if it was a piece of propaganda to say, hey, we're past Boyd in that era of the violin, so we're going to shove down your throat stuff from 2018 and 2019. There's certain songs that are really, really well done in that, but then there were other ones that, man, I don't need another version of this song. To me, the last compilation album was the worst of all the compilations because it just lacked that diversity. It wasn't old and new and in between. It was just new, shoving it down your throats. So I thought that this was even a further step down to say, you know what, that special bonus, that +1 we gave you for 2020 of having the Dave and Carter sessions be available for video stream, we're just going to take that, be lazy, put it for digital download, and that's your 2021 special piece of music. Plus a download to be announced. You can have one free download. No, I don't like that. I think they should have made another compilation album. And then the added bonus of having a warehouse membership was the idea you get this Dave and Carter album or recording as a bonus, a +1. Because here is what I thought were the bonuses of 2020 as a warehouse member this year in 2020. Live tracks 6 and 7 on vinyl. There was a pre-order for warehouse members only. And if you hopped on that pre-order, it saved you a lot of stress. Many people were able to snag both of those vinyls and have a collector's item that they're going to use because they are a fan. So that was awesome, right? That was definitely a great surprise. Another great surprise was the poster drop. They allowed for warehouse members to get access to some posters that hadn't been for purchase from years past on the Dave Matthews Band website, right? They just weren't there. They put some back on for purchase, and many fans from the warehouse got these exclusive posters. Some of these were coveted. Some people had gone to that show and it was sold out, and here's a drop, a special ability to purchase a timeless piece of art tied to a show you went to. Another bonus. And then the Dave and Carter video release was a special moment. Probably one of the best things for 2020 is listening to Dave and Carter by themselves, no one else, a unique performance in Haunted Hollow Studios. That was a third piece of added value to the warehouse membership. So to me, all of those things combined was like a touchdown. We intercepted the ball on defense, ran it back. We got 6 points, kicked the field goal, and then we had 7 total points. To me, there's some downsides to what was just announced that take away from this gain of 7 points. First, we have now there's no compilation album, right? Here, we're going to Dave and Carter on MP3. That's your album for this year. There's no special item like the pop socket, like the flag, like the bag you could use for like a grocery bag, as I call it, or satchel, whatever it is. That was an added bonus. That is not being able to be mailed out. That's a negative. And then the Dave and Carter video, just as the warehouse and DMB loves to do and be lazy, they take a piece of content. Hey, we had it on video. We pulled it out. Now we're going to give it to you, the bait and switch for the in place of the compilation album. That is another negative. So for me, those 3 things are like, we fumbled the football, the other team ran it down the field and kicked a field goal. So overall, I still think the value of the warehouse did increase by a point if you take the 7 minus 6. I think overall, I feel better about my membership now as we move into 2021 than I did in 2020. And I'm an advocate for the warehouse. A lot of people complain about it. I think it's awesome, even though we haven't even had shows to get tickets to. I love the warehouse. I will renew next year. It's not going to impact me. I'm just disappointed with that. I feel like we gained 7 points and lost 6 points by this change. And I think that one possible solution is for the content that they mail out, that special item. One thing they could have done is made it so that you have to actually reply to an email. Do you want to get this memento item? You hit yes, and then maybe you have us pay shipping. I'll pay shipping for a warehouse item, depending on what it is. And you know what? If I pay shipping, I'm paying a cost for something to be shipped out to me. And then in that fact, yes, the environment has to then mail this out. But if I bought something from the warehouse store, you're mailing it out to me anyway. Why not throw in this little thing with whatever else I'm buying anyway? So I think that one of the ways they could have still been environmentally conscious is to say, look, you have to reply to an email or go into the warehouse to sign in and request this thing get mailed to you. And maybe you pay $3 or $5, right? And that's the cost of and it helps to deter people. So that way, people who are part of the warehouse that maybe they just forgot they signed up or they didn't care about the item. Now, if they don't actually go and make that active engagement to get it shipped out to them, it never goes out. And maybe you save 25% of warehouse members actually just don't end up having an item sent out to them. That's saving the environment. So you can give people a gift that they will utilize. The pop socket. I still utilize this on my backup phone. The warehouse flag, it's still with me. The warehouse tote bag, I use that for shopping the groceries. I put my eggs in that thing to separate it. So the items they were sending out, the power bank, it worked, right? And when it didn't work, I took it to a place where they could recycle the plastic. I put it to a special recycling place so they could use that plastic again. So it's not like the items were just being sat around and collecting dust. I understand the CDs, maybe they definitely did, but the other items are still used in my daily life for the most part. So I just think that they could have done better to still allow people to get that item and maybe put a cost on it to deter people who are going to wastefully not use it. You have to be active and get it. But overall, the warehouse has done a great job this year. I just wanted to give my opinions on this because I saw that people were talking about it. And I think that overall, they've done a great job. I just think that the compilation album should have still been out, right? And the compilation album should have been old and new, right? Last year, they downgraded this by only putting 2018 and 2019 stuff on it. Like, yes, yeah, take that, boy. We're going to show you the new music is awesome. No, bring a little bit of old, bring a little bit of new. We should have had a compilation album for this year. I think that was just something that I thought. And I thought that, I saw dnbnews.net, great Twitter follow. They said something about, oh, well, you guys are going to complain about, if it was a compilation album, you were going to complain about the music on there anyway. Well, no, we weren't if they actually made it a compilation from all of the years of the band. But yes, we complained about it last year because, again, they just said, look, we're going to change the whole format from what fans loved, old and new, and we're going to make it new. And that wasn't cool, in my opinion. They should have had at least one or two of those songs as classic, if not more. Classic stuff pre-2018. Mix and match. That's what a compilation is. It's not, hey, let's make a 2019, 2018 playlist of the stuff post-Boyd. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. But overall, the warehouse has done a great job this year. It's your boy, Concept 34. Peace.